Hello, welcome to Chrysalis Invictus for your Thursday reading. Today I have 3 piles for you from the Astrological Oracle cards. These beautiful, what is this, Art Deco style? I don't know. Anyway, so you can make your selection from the timestamps below, and we'll get started with pile number 1. All right, I'm just going to move these out of the way. So pile number 1, this is your reading. Let's see what you have today. You have Aquarius, the water bearer, and Aries. So air and fire. I see you having fairly significant difficulty with the collective today. So issues of power, control, alignment, confinement. There's this struggle to understand some of the darker aspects or the more selfish aspects of humanity today. And this could come about through an experience or through... This might be a great day to really limit how much you're looking at social media or the news, consuming any kind of media, because of these energies. The high-minded Aquarius is really feeling dismayed, I feel, this aspect Aquarius. And I feel like Aries is really representing the energy that this Aquarius is struggling with. And the interplay of the two. That there's this kind of like new, driven... It's almost like being upset with capitalism, and if you are someone who is generally upset with capitalism, then I mean, you know, you're going to be like, yeah, what else is new? But it's really being frustrated with kind of the narcissism of media or the power structures, government. You could run into some issues with government. I wouldn't, you know, if you can put off any kind of like admin stuff today, that would be great. Like maybe put it off. If you don't absolutely have to do it today, maybe don't do it today. It just seems like that wouldn't be helpful for you. I'm going to take a look at what the book has to say. That was the channeled message, so we'll look at what the book has to say about each of the cards and then the combination of the two. No, I'm looking at signs. Aries, here we go. Aries is element of fire, planet ruler Mars. Motto, I am. So it is a really good day for feeling fairly confident in yourself, but that level of like the combination of these two where it's like I am and I am right combined with this higher minded sort of Aquarius makes for a strange, like it makes for a difficult combination. And that the natural leader of the zodiac, Aries, brings a fiery force of will to every endeavor. The impulse to rush headlong into any situation can bring great success when tempered with reason, but rash impetuosity can lead to hard lessons learned. Aries is dashing, forceful, and a bold risk taker. Yeah, so I'm really feeling like this is the energy to temper today. They both are, in a way. I just feel like they're squabbling right now, and I want them to stop. That's the feeling I'm getting right now. If you know that there's a person that makes you feel this way, also, if you can put off seeing them, or if you can put off, kind of, or at least being very mindful through this process. So if you don't want to avoid it, just be mindful. And Aquarius, the water bearer, is the element of air. Planetary rule is Uranus, and the motto is I see. Always on the cutting edge, Aquarius brings vision and imagination to any situation. So Aquarius is looking at things from far away with this broad vision, and Aries is looking at everything from the self. So they're not opposites actually. Aquarius is opposite to Leo, but there's almost more conflict here, I feel. I don't know enough, but I do feel that. Okay, while usually open-minded, there can be a tendency to be intensive to others if they are not willing to be as avant-garde or eccentric. Aquarius leads the way toward the future, but can be distant and detached in the present. Yeah, so there could be like that struggle also between the present and the future. So anxiety is very likely today. I would eat really cooling, drink lots of water, eat really cooling kinds of foods, and stay away from anything that's going to ignite. Unless you need this energy for something. If you know how to harness this energy and you need this energy to make some intense changes in the collective or from your own space, or to make a really poignant social media post, just be ready for the response. So if you know that you can handle that, then go for it. But if not, just be wary of that, okay? I think there was one more option here to combine the two. Let's see. I could be wrong. Maybe it's just the planets. It's just the planets. Okay. So then what we'll do is we'll pull some, what am I feeling like today? How about some divine doors? Let's see what divine doors we have for you today. Inner power. This is your door. Yeah, I'm really feeling like... Okay, anyway. By your own command, you brought yourself here at this moment in life. You have nothing to fear. That is very much on the side of Aries here. Your inner power. So your inner power is very intense and bright and enhanced today. And then we have this door, which is more like a threshold to bountiful pleasant things. It says, begin here. Do not fear what travel brings, my dear. The moment is yours. Begin now here. So something, definitely fear has come up, and with the anxiety, fear and anxiety are something to really pay attention to today. So if you need to harness this energy to transmute fear or to transcend fear, that is going to be available to you today. So maybe there's been something that you're kind of afraid of. You can use this energy today to get it through. It's almost like if you get them working as a team, it's unstoppable. But if they're working against each other, like, ugh, what a headache. Anyway, that's what I have for you today. If you want to book a personal reading, my information is in the description box below, as well as yoga and meditation classes. So check that out. You can also make a donation to my channel via link down below. So take care. And let's dig into your reading, pile number 2. Let's see what you have. You have Leo. And Luna. Fire and the moon. I feel you stepping forward out of a shadow or having to take on some kind of, make some sort of courageous leap today. It's something that you've been reflecting on for quite some time, or at least for a little while now, and you are called to step out of the shadows and step out of the space of passivity and take action. There's a call to action today. Something that you want to bear fruit requires your attention. For some of you, this means declaring your feelings to someone or having a frank and open conversation about feelings with someone. And that can be in any capacity. Or taking the lead on something. So we have Leo the lion, the element of fire, planetary ruler is the sun. Like I said, we have the sun and the moon. I will. So Leo is all about bringing things into existence. Pure creative potential here. Pride, radiance, and warmth are all hallmarks of the regal Leo. The lion's inborn confidence allows for great generosity, as Leo believes strongly in its own power to get whatever it wants and needs. Unbalanced, this can show as arrogance or vanity with a tendency toward exaggeration. So it's kind of the personality. And then we'll take a look at Luna. Where is it? One moment. I hope you're well. I hope everything's going well on your Thursday morning. Or whenever you're watching this, anytime on Thursday. All right, Luna Moon. As the golden light of the sun reveals the outer expression of personality, the silvery light of Luna, the moon, brings its subtle influence to the inner life. This is the realm of emotions, intuition, and instincts. The unconscious mind is ruled by the moon, like the ocean's tide pulled toward the dreamy light in constant and changeable motion. The moon enhances all psychic ability and does not depend on logic or reasonable explanations. This is the province of the mysterious and the unseen. When Luna appears in your reading, it is a message to listen to your inner voice and guidance. And it's interesting because I feel like this inner voice and guidance is really how you step into the light with this. So though you take action in a very like lunar kind of way. So you're not passive like the moon or like the feminine. You're taking action from this inner world. Or this could be a call to be vulnerable as well. So communicating vulnerable feelings if that needs to happen for you today. And for doors, Yeah, I really do feel like it's for a lot of you, this is a conversation between two people. This is a situation between two people. One of you could represent the moon, one of you could represent the sun. I think that's been coming up a lot in various different readings that I've done on my channel. So you may find other readings that illuminate that kind of dynamic. Jude's song, a reminder for even the most hopeless of lost cases, you can find peace within the strangest of places. Okay, so this could be stepping into a situation or bringing this intuitive psychic sensibility, making it active in a situation that you thought was dead or dying, or a lost cause. It's not as lost as you think it is, so long as you come with this lunar energy. And then you have this card, which has a Buddha through a threshold. Offerings. Abundance lies in the heart that allows. Share more than expected and see love come around. I am really feeling this message that it is, if you are into someone or if there's been a miscommunication in some sort of relationship, it is time to speak your truth and to be vulnerable and to open your heart and to really allow that other person to also show their vulnerability. And I think that's something that is so important for you today. And this is going to be a really sacred and important experience. However it turns out, it's a very important interaction that you're having today. So that's what I have for you, pile number 2. If you'd like to book a personal reading, my information is in the description box below, as well as a link to my yoga classes and meditation classes. Take care. Pile number 3, welcome to your oracle reading. Let's take a look at what you have. So you have Jupiter, expansion. And Gemini, expanding in 2 different directions at the same time. Okay, today is a day of projecting futures for you. Pile number 3. With Jupiter, I'm really feeling that there is this need to look outward, this need to plan, this need to project possibilities into the future. And with Gemini, it's being of 2 minds. And there could be very subtle differences between these different paths. But this is amped up for you today. So this is a big thing. So maybe, if you've been avoiding this is kind of the culmination of avoidance, is that eventually it gets so big that you have to take a look at it. I'm getting very much the 2 of Swords here. So either being at a stalemate or at a crossroads wherein there is a third option that you have not yet examined. So you're of 2 minds, but there's actually a third mind and that is what you're looking to find. And I do believe you can do that from taking a hawk's eye perspective. So taking, or like a bird of prey, who flies high above everything and looks at everything as a whole from the high perspective, and then focusing in on that one specific thing from that perspective. So there could be some decisions that you're trying to make or you're looking to make today. But you're really going to meet that. You're really going to meet some new information or communication that is going to stick itself to you, attach itself to you in a way that you cannot ignore. Let's take a look in the book for additional messages. Jupiter, the king of the gods, Jupiter brings a jovial and generous abundance to all endeavors. When Jupiter smiles, all good fortune follows. Nobility of character is demanded by Jupiter, and he does not hesitate to hurl thunderbolts when human matters displease him. As a celestial body, this gigantic planet represents opportunity and expansiveness, the ability to bring even the most ambitious dreams into manifestation. Okay, so there's a message that's coming in very clearly. There is something that is going to come up for you. One of these options may seem so for instance, it may seem like a more logical choice because, let's say it's a job and the salary is better than the other. Or it seems like a certain thing and the other thing seems like it, there's more to it that's wishy-washy. There could be a third truth here. And the third truth is that very, very stable looking situation could fold unexpectedly at some point. You don't know. Where the other could lead to a thriving that you've never seen before. Or there could be another option that you haven't explored. But one of the things that is really, really coming in strongly is, what is it that you actually want to do or value? So I'll give you an example from my own life. When I was going through college catalogs, I would kind of be like, I guess I could be a law clerk. Like, I guess I could go into this program. Like, I am capable of doing that, I guess. There wasn't that feeling of like, yes, this is what I'm meant to do. It was more like grasping at things. Like, oh, well, I know that pays well and it's something that I could be competent at. But there's no drive or inspiration behind it aside from survival. Just basic survival. Where when I found a program that I applied to writing for TV and film, it was like a calling. It's like I've wanted to do this my whole life and maybe didn't fully recognize it. And so while, maybe the law clerk thing sounds more stable to some people or more logical or whatever, that's not the right choice. I also can't pay for the school. So I can't get into the program, so then I'm looking for the thing in between. Not to make this about me, but I'm just saying that, as you're moving through these things, keep in mind that neither side is certain, no matter how much it may seem that way. Okay, that was a big tangent. Jupiter rules over matters of luck, optimism, and well-being. When Jupiter appears in your oracle reading, you can be assured that the benevolent powers of the cosmos are working with you as long as you stay true to your own highest purpose. Okay, well, that summed it up perfectly. Stay true to your own highest purpose was the message that I was trying to give you. And because you have that luck from Jupiter, it is going to enhance that thing, that choice that you are making, that direction you're going in, that much more. Okay? And we'll take a look at Gemini. So, the twins, element air. Planetary ruler is Mercury, I think. So you're thinking about expansion, you're thinking about luck, possibilities, optimism. You're thinking about where you're going. At the center of any social situation, you may find a sparkling and witty Gemini. Curious and articulate, Gemini seeks stimulation in a childlike fascination with everything. Yeah, this goes back. This choice goes back. So even if it's a romantic choice, this goes back. So think about what you thought your ideal partner was when you were like 10 years old. And so there's answers there, okay? I keep tangenting. Tangent. Okay. Gemini is often pulled in 2 or more directions at once. This can manifest in being easily bored, flighty, impatient, and inconstant with commitments. But this is going to favor the commitment. Jupiter is going to favor you making this choice and commitment, and it may not be today, but it's definitely heading in this direction. All right, so your first oracle card is a moment's joy. So you can see that there's a bunch of illuminated thresholds. It is just one barrier after, or there's no barriers. The way is clear. Okay, the way is clear when you make the right choice. Okay, so it says, sand through the hourglass, yet time could stand still. A moment lasts forever in the bliss of the heart's will. So following, not to be that person, but following your bliss. I don't even know what that means. Leave a comment down below if you know what the heck that means. I mean, I know what it means, but I don't. Like, it's like one of those things that's just said so much. Okay, and here's your other. And again, look, there's no boundaries. I mean, there's like a balcony here or something like that, but the way is clear. Patience. The way is clear. Patience. Make the choice. Allow it time to unfold. Everything soon will come to light, and then you will see things will be all right. Yes, I feel so good about this for you guys. All right, I'm going to leave you there. Thank you for joining pile number 3, whoever you may be. And if you want to book a personal reading, my information is in the description box below, as well as my yoga and meditation classes. So check that out and take care.